Good evening, guys. I'd like to welcome everyone that wants to join me today. As we always have been doing here lately, we will be reading from the book of Jasher. I'm outside today because the wind's blowing, and hopefully it'll keep the phone kind of cooled off, I hope. And I hope to at least get one chapter read. Yesterday, we read up to chapter 23, and we learned that Abraham's wife, has now died because of Satan's deception. So we're going to begin reading in chapter 24. But I'd like to say this before I read this. If this stream happens to go off for some reason, I will still be here. I'll wait till it cools off and I'll be right back on. I apologize. I know it gets aggravating. Can't see with these things on right now. I know it gets aggravating. Please be patient. I love you guys. So, Jasher chapter 24. Isaac and Rebekah. 2085. Sarah died. And the life of Sarah was 120 years, and Sarah died. And Abraham rose up before his dead to seek a burial place to bury his wife Sarah. And he went and spoke to the children of Heth, the inhabitants of the land, saying, I am a stranger and a sojourner with you in your land. Give me a possession of a burial place in your land, that I may bury my dead from before me. And the children of Heth said unto Abraham, Behold, the land is before thee, and the choice of our sepulchres bury the dead, for no man shall withhold thee from burying thy dead. And Abraham said unto them, If you are agreeable to this, go and entreat for me to Ephron the son of Zochar, requesting that he may give me the cave of Machpelah, which is in the end of his field, and I will purchase it of him, for whatever he desire for it. And Ephron dwelt among the children of Heth, and they went and called for him. And he came before Abraham, and Ephron said unto Abraham, Before all thou requirest thy servant will do. And Abraham said, No, but I will buy the cave and the field which thou hast for value, in order that it may be for a possession of a burial place forever. And Ephron answered and said, Behold, the field and the cave are before thee. Give whatever thou desirest. And Abraham said, Only at full value will I buy it from thy hand, and from the hands of those that go in at the gate of the city, and from the hand of thy seed forever. And Ephraim and all his brethren heard this. And Abraham weighed to Ephraim 400 shekels of silver in the hands of Ephraim. And all his brethren heard this, and Abraham, 400 shekels of silver in the hands of Ephraim, and in the hands of all his brethren. And Abraham wrote this transaction, and he wrote it and testified it with 4 witnesses. And these are the names of the witnesses: Amigal, son of Abishna the Hittite; Adakoron, son of Ashuna the Hivite; Abdon, son of Acharam the Gomerite; Bakdil, the son of Abudish the Zidonite. And Abraham took the book of the purchase and placed it in his treasures. And these are the words that Abraham wrote in the book, namely, that the cave and the field Abraham bought from Ephraim the Hittite, and from his seed, and from those that go out of this city, and from their seed forever, are to be a purchase to Abraham, and to his seed, and to those that go forth from his loins, for a possession of a burial place forever. And he put a signet to it, and testified it with witnesses. And the field and the cave that was in it, and all that place were made sure unto Abraham, and unto his seed after him, from the children of Heth. Behold, it is before Mamre and Hebron, which is in the land of Canaan. And after this, Abraham buried his wife Sarah there. And that place and all its boundary became to Abraham unto his seed for a possession of a burial place. And Abraham buried Sarah with pomp, as observed at the interment of kings. And she was buried in very fine and beautiful garments. And at her bier was Shem, his sons Eber and Abimelech, together with Anar, Eshcol, and Mamre, and all the grandees of the land followed her. And the days of Sarah were 127 years, and she died. And Abraham made a great and heavy mourning, and he performed the rites of mourning for 7 days. And all the inhabitants of the land comforted Abraham and Isaac his son on account of Sarah. Oh, hi, Wyo. Glad you could join me. How are you, dear? Well, I'm outside if you can't see me real good. The wind's blowing, so far it's keeping the phone kind of cool. Verse 17. Isaac studied with Shem. And when the days of their mourning passed by, Abraham sent away his son Isaac. And he went to the house of Shem and Eber to learn the ways of the Lord and his instructions. And Abraham remained there 3 years. 2088. Isaac returned to Beersheba. At that time Abraham rose up with all his servants, and they went and returned homeward to Beersheba. And Abraham and all his servants remained in Beersheba. 2086 Abimelech died. And at the revolution of the year, Abimelech, king of the Philistines, died in that year. He was 193 years old at his death. And Abraham went with his people to the land of the Philistines, and they comforted the whole household and all the servants, and then he turned and went home. And it was after the death of Abimelech that the people of Gerar took Ben-Malach, his son, and he was only 12 years old, and they made him lying in the place of his father. And they called his name Abimelech after the name of his father. For thus was it their custom to do in Gerar. And Abimelech reigned instead of Abimelech his father, and he sat upon his throne. 2087, Lot died. And Lot the son of Haran also died in those days, in the 39th year of the life of Isaac, and all the days that Lot lived were 140 years, and he died. And these are the children of Lot that were born to him by his daughters. The name of the firstborn was Moab, and the name of the second was Ben-Ammi. And the two sons of Lot went and took themselves wives from the land of Canaan, and they bare children to them. And the children of Moab were Ed, Maon, Tarsus, and Canville, 4 sons. These are the fathers to the children of Moab unto this day. And all the families of the children of Lot went to dwell wherever they should light upon, for they were fruitful and increased abundantly. And they went and built themselves cities in the land where they dwelt, and they called the names of the cities which they built after their own names. 2088, Nahor died. And Nahor the son of Terah, brother to Abraham, died in those days, in the 40th year of the life of Isaac. And all the days of Nahor were 172 years, and he died and was buried in Haran. When Abraham heard that his brother was dead, he grieved sadly, and he mourned over his brother many days. And Abraham called for Eleazar, his head servant, to give him orders concerning his house. And he came and stood before him. And Abraham said to him, Behold, I am old. I do not know the day of my death, for I am advanced in days. Now therefore rise up, go forth, and do not take a wife for my son from this place and from this land, from the daughters of the Canaanites among whom we dwell. But go to my land and to my birthplace, and take from thence a wife for my son, and the Lord God of heaven and earth, who took me from my father's house, and brought me to this place, and said unto me, To thy seed will I give this land for an inheritance forever. He will send his angel before thee, and prosper thy way, that thou mayest obtain a wife for my son, from my family and from my father's house. And the servant answered his master Abraham, and said, Behold, I go to thy birthplace, and to thy father's house, and take a wife for thy son from there. But if the woman be not willing to follow me to this land, shall I take thy son back to the land of thy birthplace? And Abraham said unto him, Take heed that thou bring not my son hither again. For the Lord before whom I have walked, he will send his angel before thee, and prosper thy way. And Eleazar did as Abraham ordered him. And Eleazar swore unto Abraham his master upon this matter. And Eleazar rose up and took 10 camels of the camels of his master, and 10 men from his master's servants with him. And they rose up and went to Haran, the city of Abraham and Nahor, in order to fetch a wife for Isaac, the son of Abraham. And whilst they were gone, Abraham sent to the house of Shem and Eber, and they brought from thence his son Isaac. And Isaac came home to his father's house to Beersheba, whilst Eleazar his men came to Haran. And they stopped in the city by the watering place, and he made his camels to kneel down by the water, and they remained there. And Eleazar, Abraham's servant, prayed, and said, O God of Abraham, my master, send me, I pray thee, good speed this day, and show kindness unto my master, that thou shalt appoint this day a wife for my master's son from his family. And the Lord hearkened to the voice of Eleazar for the sake of his servant Abraham, and happened to meet with the daughter of Bethuel, the son of Milcah, the wife of Nahor, brother to Abraham. And Eleazar came to her house. And Eleazar related to them all his concerns, that he was Abraham's servant, and they greatly rejoiced at him. And they blessed the Lord who brought this thing about. And they gave him Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel, for a wife for Isaac. And the young woman was of very comely appearance. She was a virgin, and Rebekah was 10 years old in those days. And Bethuel and Laban and his children made a feast on that night. And Eleazar and his men came and ate and drank and rejoiced there on that night. And Eleazar rose up in the morning, he and the men that were with him. And he called to the whole household of Bethuel, saying, Send me away, that I may go to my master. And they rose up and sent away Rebekah and her nurse Deborah, the daughter of Uz. And they gave her silver and gold, men servants and maid servants, and they blessed her. And they sent Eleazar away with his men. And the servants took Rebekah, and he went and returned his master to the land of Canaan. And Isaac took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he brought her into the tent. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah, the daughter of his uncle Bethuel, for a wife. Wow. Yeah, my day's gone good so far. All right. So far, my phone ain't getting hot. Hi, Diane. Good to see you. Glad you could join me. So far, my phone ain't getting hot being out here. Wind's blowing, so I guess that's helping some. All right, chapter 25. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I'm glad it ain't getting hot right now. I think it's due to the wind. All right, chapter 25. The sons of Keturah. And it was at that, if you're wondering why I'm doing this, I got little bugs flying around me. And it was at that time that Abraham took a wife in his old age, and her name was Keturah from the land of Canaan. And she bare unto him Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shuach, being 6 sons. And the children of Zimran were Abian, Moloch, and Naram. And the sons of Jokshan were Sheba, Dedan, and the sons of Medan were Amida, Joab, Goshi, Elisha, Nothak, and the sons of Midian were Ephah, Ephor, Canok, Abida, and Eldiah. And the sons of Ishbak were Makiro, Beudah, and Tater. And the sons of Shuach were Bildad, Mamdad, Munan, Meban. All these are the families of the children of Keturah, the Canaanitish woman, which she bare unto Abraham the Hebrew. And Abraham sent all these away, and he gave them gifts. And they went away from his son Isaac to dwell wherever they should find a place. And all these went to the mountain at the east. And they built themselves 6 cities, in which they dwelt unto this day. But the children of Sheba and Dedan, children of Jokshan, with their children, did not dwell with their brethren in the cities. And they journeyed and encamped in the countries and wilderness unto this day. And the children of Midian, son of Abraham, went to the east of the land of Cush. And they there found a large valley in the eastern country. And they remained there and built a city. And they dwelt therein, that is, in the land of Midian unto this day. And Midian dwelt in the city which he built, he and his 5 sons, and all belonging to him. And these are the names of the sons of Midian, according to their names and their cities: Ephah, Ephor, Canok, Abida, and Eldiah. And the sons of Ephah were Methach, Mashar, Avi, Zamunah. The sons of Ephor were Ephron, Zur, Elron, and Medan. And the sons of Canok were Ruel, Rakim, Ozzy, Eliashub, Elad. And the sons of Abida were Chur, Melug, Karui, Moloch. And the sons of Eldiah were Micah and Reba, and Malchiah, and Gabal. These are the names of the Midianites according to their families. And afterward the families of Midian spread throughout the land of Midian. And these are the generations of Ishmael, the son of Abraham, whom Hagar, Sarah's handmaid, bare unto Abraham. And Ishmael took a wife from the land of Egypt, and her name was Ribah, the same as Meribah. And Ribah bare unto Ishmael Nebaioth, Kedar, Abdil, Misham, and their sister Basemath, or Bashemath as it gives in our Bible. And Ishmael cast away his wife Ribah, And she went from him and returned to Egypt, to the house of her father. And she dwelt there, for she had been very bad in the sight of Ishmael, and in the sight of his father Abraham. And Ishmael afterward took a wife from the land of Canaan, and her name was Malkuth. And she bare unto him Nishma, Duma, Massa, Chadad, Tema, Yeter, Naphish, and Kedma. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names, being 12 princes according to their nations. And the families of Ishmael afterward spread forth. And Ishmael took his children and all the property that he had gained together with the souls of his household, and all belonging to him. And they went to dwell where they should find a place. And they went and dwelt near the wilderness of Paran. And their dwelling was from Havilah unto Shur, that is before Egypt, as thou comest toward Assyria. And Ishmael and his sons dwelt in the land, and they had children born to them. And they were fruitful and increased abundantly. And these are the names of the sons of Nebaioth, the firstborn of Ishmael, Mend, Send, Mayon, and the sons of Kedar were Alyon, Kazim, Chabmad, and Eli. And the sons of Abdil were Shemad and Jabin, and the sons of Mizsam were Obadiah, Ebed-Melech, and Ush. These are the families of the children of Ribah, the wife of Ishmael. And the sons of Mishma, the son of Ishmael, were Shammah, Zechariah, and Obed. And the sons of Duma were Kezid, Eli, Machmad, and Ahmed. And the sons of Massa were Milan, Mula, Abedadon. And the sons of Chadad were Azer, Menzar, Ebed-Melech. And the sons of Tema were Seir, Sadon, and Yakal. And the sons of Yeter were Merith, Yaish, Elio, Hakath. And the sons of Naphish were Ebed-Tamed, Abi-Yosef, and Mir. And the sons of Kedma were Khalid, Tashi, and Omir. These were the children of Malkuth, the wife of Ishmael, according to their families. All these are the families of Ishmael according to their generations. And they dwelt in those lands where then they had built themselves cities unto this day. 2096, Arpachshad died. And Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel, the wife of Abraham's son Isaac, was barren in those days. She had no offspring, and Isaac dwelt with his father in the land of Canaan. And the Lord was with Isaac. And Arpachshad, the son of Shem, the son of Noah, died in those days in the 48th year of the life of Isaac. And all the days that Arpachshad lived were 438 years, and he died. Wow. All those names. Some of them's pretty hard to pronounce, aren't they? Well, did everybody leave me? I only see one in the chat. Or so it says. I I hope everybody's had a good day. I know I have. It's been a good day. I ain't gonna complain. Windy, but it's been okay. Okay. Glad everyone's still here. Oh, gotta get up a minute. Get tired of sitting down after a while. Well, I reckon from what I've heard, little update on Mari. I reckon he's doing okay. So far, the last update I got, I don't know if any of you seen it on YouTube earlier today, but I reckon he seems to be doing okay. There was no real serious damage done, I reckon, according to what they said. But praise the Lord, you know. Thank God he's okay. But he should be home soon, I reckon. Bless his heart. I hate that. I love to hear Mr. Mari Emanuel. Good speaker. I love to hear him preach. He's a very knowledgeable man. And stuff like that bothers me, man. It's man just trying to do his job like the good Lord wants him to. But Lord, things are just gonna get worse, guys. And people are just gonna keep on getting meaner and meaner as the days go by. But violence is growing, guys. And I pray for you all every day that you're safe. Hope no harm comes to you. But I love you guys with all my heart. And as always, I thank you all for joining me today for our reading. Surprised the phone ain't got hot. That's wonderful. Thanks to the wind. But I love you guys with all my heart. I hope God blesses you the rest of the evening. I'm gonna go get me something to eat, and then I'll see you guys, I hope, on Colin's stream today or tonight. But I love you guys. God bless you. And I hope to see you all in Colin's chat and in the morning when I'm on. Love you guys. Bye for now. God bless you.